What's going on, ladies and gents? It's going to be a very, well, probably a short little review today. Today, we are going to be smoking one of these tiny Camachos. This is the Camacho Criollo. This is the, I'll have to go back and check my notes. It's a short one, 4x32 if I remember correctly. I just don't remember what the name of it is, whatever they call that size. But they are very good. I've had one or two of these already. Brother Rob so graciously got me a 6-pack of these for my birthday. Thank you, Brother Rob. Today we're gonna go ahead and smoke one up and let you guys know what I think about it. So I've already cut it, just your standard. A little bit of sweetness, not like an artificial sweet, kind of like a sweet grass almost. Sweet grass, maybe like a hint of like sawdust almost. Kind of interesting. So I didn't get like super specifics. I know the wrapper on these is a 4th priming Honduran leaf, and then the filler, and if there's a binder, there might not be, it looks pretty thin. Filler is comprised of Honduran and Dominican Piloto. I'm just outside doing some yard work today. I got the raspberry bush finally cleaned up, tamed a little bit, and I just got to work on its siblings. I learned yesterday that raspberries run tuber roots and then sprout wherever they feel like it. That's gonna be a fun one. Anyway, let's get this lit up and see what we got. Flies are biting. I wasn't too worried about heating it up to get that even burn. I actually lit one the other day with a Bic. Worked out just fine, so we're gonna roll with it. These little guys give out quite a decent amount of smoke. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm shooting a Michael Bay film today. We're outside. I got the girls out here trying to get everybody some fresh air, some sunlight. We got a rain cloud rolling over at the moment, but I already got the water turned on. Trying to water the grapevines a little bit. We cleaned up around those too. You can see them back there. Cleaned up around the bottoms, made them look a little nicer. Now I just got this gigantic brush pile I gotta get rid of. So right off the bat with these, you've got like a smooth, woody flavor. Almost like a smoky wood flavor, almost. Definitely got that Dominican twang. Dominican, especially Dominican filler, usually has like a certain zing to it, which is what, oh, hold on. Trying to move the sprinkler. So Dominican, particularly the filler, but sometimes if you've got a Dominican binder or a Dominican wrapper, it'll have that same, what I call it, Dominican twang, or what other reviewers you may hear call it Dominican twang. It's like a certain zing. More than likely, that's what gives Cuban cigars their salty air flavor, I've heard it described as. Which is kind of what I would say it was. I can see how that would remind somebody of salty sea air. So, the kicker for these criollos are, or criollos, I should say, I think that's how you pronounce it, Criollo. The kicker for them is that the leaves that they use to make them are purposely left out in the sun longer, which is supposed to put a modern twist on the classic Cuban flavor. So I don't know if maybe keeping them in the sun longer, gotta switch hands there, keeping them in the sun longer maybe adds a little bit more of that twang in there, or what it does, but adds a little something different to the aging process. One thing I will note, you can see how far I've already gone with my ash. This one's actually a little dry, so I might have to check the humidor and see what that is. I know the temp's been a little high lately just because of how hot it's been, but right about there is where that first ash likes to drop, so watch that. This one's burning a little quick today. I would say that these are probably going to be a 15-minute smoke tops if you're really, you know, if you're really creeping. You're what?
I got that for
Oh.
Nana.
There you go. This one's yours.
I said I don't want this one.
You said you wanted it.
I said I want that one.
No, let her play with it. Kids. Anyway.
This is not out yet, right, Dad?
So you got your classic cedar. Kind of that salty cedar note that I told you about, the Dominican twang. So the one thing I will say about these is they start off pretty smooth. Once you hit about the halfway point, it's gonna start to shift into a more earthy tobacco. So beware of that. Not that it's a bad thing. It still tastes really good at that point, but. All right. Let me move this sprinkler. I'll be right back. And we're back. Just had to move the sprinkler a little bit. We're gonna finish the watering on the vines. See them clouds up there. Thought it was gonna rain. I was like, man, I turned the sprinkler on for nothing. Speaking of which, we gotta go turn the one off in the front. So we're almost down to the band. I don't know how long we've been smoking. Maybe 5, 7 minutes tops, maybe. The predominant flavor in these is going to be that Dominican twang. Kind of that sweet, salty cedar. Got to turn the sprinkler off on the rose bush. I don't want to drown it out. Transplanted some small roses that the wife got from her cousin. Came in a pot. Weren't doing so well. Took them out. Put them next to the existing rose bush that we cleaned out. Took off pretty good. I'll show you. So here's what's left of the rose bush that was here. It's not much. Gotta get all that dead stuff out, but we'll wait. A couple little annuals that Emma planted the other day. Those are doing okay. That one's laying on the ground, but I guess that's just the way it's growing. And then right in there, that little tiny spot, the roses that my wife got. So I think those are reviving okay. Should probably take this band off real quick. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Now the dog's gonna start barking. All right, so as you can see, puts off a fairly good amount of smoke. Man, I can't talk today. So interesting. So we're at that halfway point. This is what I would consider halfway. You got 2 inches left. It's a 4-inch cigar from end to end. So, and right in the middle there, it almost picks up like a slight, I want to say spicy note. It's not really spicy like pepper spicy. It's spicy like not quite baking spice, but something along those lines. Some kind of like seasoning spice kind of thing. Almost like a... Man, that's hard to describe. I want to say cinnamon, but not like red hot cinnamon, like regular during the Christmas season cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? Like a cinnamon stick. Now, if I remember correctly, that comes from the Honduran tobacco. So it might be that fourth priming Honduran on the wrapper that we're tasting. I kind of like Camacho's bands, although the glue kind of came off on the bottom of this one. But nice, simple design, but elegant enough to be somewhat flashy. And of course, the little scorpion guy. These do come in a tin, the small ones anyway, cigarellos. Otherwise, let's whip out our handy dandy notebook. All right. That was the Corojo. I need the Criollo. Camacho Criollo. 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 Because the double L makes a Y. I did retain something from my 3 years of Spanish. So these are called Mojitos. Duh. Right? Mojitos. So the Camacho Criollo Mojitos. Now, says it right on the tin. Look at that. So a nice little tin. Look at that. Mojitos. Could just looked at the damn tin. Big T. Come on now. Slipping. Nice little seal of authenticity. That was around this edge here. You can still kind of see some of the glue at the edge. But it's a nice tin. Got the ghosted logo on the back. Pretty sweet. Had a price sticker on there, but I took that off. We're not going to be that flashy today. So for the tin, it slides like this. Comes right off. Woo! They fall out. It does have this nice little divider in here, so it kind of keeps them separated a little bit. Separate into sets of 2, because there were 6. And then on the inside, it's got like a little bio with the flavor notes and intensity, taste, origin, all that good stuff. It's a nice little tin. It's a well-made tin, and it was fairly inexpensive, so not really paying for packaging on this one. That's a good thing. So the different sizes that these come in. Starting to get a little more earthy now. So the sizes that these come in, we've got a Churchill, which is 7x48. It's about $150 for a box of 20. The Gigante, which is 6.5 by 54. That's about $158 for a box of 20. And of course, we got a semi rolling through, so give me just a second. Start the timer for the sprinkler there too. And then of course your classics, your Robusto, which is the 5x50. That's going to be $137 for a box of 20. I'm rounding up. Obviously, these are all like $169.99, blah blah blah, whatever. So, and then the Toro, which is 6x50, my favorite size. 140, so $139.99. 140 for a box of 20. And then the Mojitos, they come in 2 different packs. That's a 4x32, by the way, 4 inches, 32 ring gauge, small, but about standard like Corona-ish size. So those come in 2 different kinds of packs. So you can get a box of 30, which will run you about $100. It's $99.99, or the 6-pack, which is what we got here. Now these prices are from Cigars International. I don't know if they sell it in the Fancy Dance tin, but 6-pack, $19.99, $20. I happen to know for a fact that Mr. Rob got these on a good deal, a really good deal. So kudos to him. And again, thank you, sir. Birthday was a couple days ago. Just turned 29. 29, still young. gonna go ahead and relight it. It did die on me. Heat up a little bit there. Too much talking, not enough puffing. That is one thing I'll say about these. If you don't keep them going, they will go out fairly easy just because of the smaller size. There's not as much tobacco there to keep a cherry on, so. I'm gonna start a new game. Every time I make a video out here, I'm gonna count and see how many trucks go by during the video. And then maybe I'll run a contest. We can have subscribers or whoever's watching put a number in the comments section, and we'll see who can guess right. But you gotta guess before you watch the whole video, because that's not fair. Yeah, right. Anyway, so right at that halfway point is where that kind of like spicy, or not really spicy, I keep saying spicy, it's not like a pepper spice. There is like a short, very, very short black pepper finish that kind of lingers on your tongue. But it's not a spicy stick. But that cinnamon stick kind of flavor kind of hit about halfway. After that kind of fades out. Maybe we should count the motorcycles too. After that kind of fades out, you get the more earthy notes. So right now I'm getting a lot of earthy tobacco. Not really like dark earthy. It's kind of hard to describe. It's kind of one of those things you have to taste for yourself, right? That's why reviews don't really mean much, because it could taste different to you than it does to me. So the earthy tobacco, still got the Dominican twang. Short black pepper finish, kind of creeps through the nostrils on the retro, and then it kind of fades right after. So it's not a pepper that's going to linger and just blast you out, but it's pretty good. So let me write this stuff down real quick, guys. We'll give you a break from the traffic noise, and I'll be right back. Hold tight. All right, so one thing I do recommend with these, A, don't let it go out. B, have something to drink. Drinking water today, plenty hot here in Michigan. It's August, hottest month of the year. You do the math. But it would pair well with anything. It's a pretty light flavor. Main flavor is that Dominican twang, so I would pair it with water, iced tea, maybe a light beer. I say light beer because if you're into like the IPAs and stuff like me, this isn't going to even touch the flavor of that, and the IPA is actually going to drown out the taste of the cigar. So a light beer like, I don't know, a Pacifico, a blonde ale, even Heineken, if you like Silver Bullet, Coors, of course, or if you're a Bud Light guy or a Natty Light guy, crack one open, brother. It'll go with all that. But I do recommend having something to drink because it is a drier smoke. Especially when you get towards the end. Things tend to get a little drier. I checked the humidor. The temperature is a little high, but the humidity is spot on. It's right at 70, so I might have to move it into the closet, get a little more shade. We'll see what happens. Put it in the basement. I really don't want to put it in the basement, but we'll see. I don't want to put it in the basement because then I might run the risk of too much moisture, and then we all know what that equals, right? That dirty 4-letter word, mold. What you got? Oh yeah, it's Daddy's birthday card. My grandma likes to send birthday cards. So we're getting down towards the end. As you can see, I've got maybe an inch left, a little under. It's starting to get a little hot, so we'll be putting it down here shortly. Yep, there's the birthday card. Here's Emma. Hold on. Everybody say hi, Emma.
Hi.
All right, baby. Thank you. There's Emma. She's hanging out with Daddy. Made a career change. Or, well, getting ready to make a career change. Been working at the same place for about 6 years now. It's starting to go downhill.
That's your favorite card for Puppy Love.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Can I finish this, please? Okay, thank you. Anyway, been working at the same place for about 6 years now. It's starting to go downhill. And my mental health was taking a little bit of a toll. So, decided to make a change. I'm going to stay home with the kids for a little while. Mama's got plenty of money coming in, so. But I've got some prospects. We're checking out a couple different places. Work that's going to change up my schedule a little bit so I can be here with the kids more often and be here with the family more often, so that'll be good. Shout out to brother Lee Mac 912. I'm one of his Patreon supporters, and every once in a while he sends out words of encouragement, words of wisdom, or just whatever he's doing for the day. And one of his recent posts kind of hit home for me, kind of gave me a little bit of the push I needed to make the necessary changes in my life. Just of it is just having somebody there to talk to about feelings and thoughts, and maybe somebody who can make suggestions on how you might be able to help yourself. For me, that person, well, actually for me, I have two people. My best friend, Anthony, and then of course Mr. Rob. Mr. Rob gives me lots of insight too. He's a good guy. And then my wife. Yes, it's very important to have a I almost said open relationship. Not an open relationship. A relationship where you can be open with each other and discuss your feelings and thoughts and necessities and shortcomings and everything under the sun. Somebody you can bounce ideas off of, and they truly can offer good input. And my wife is definitely one of those people, although she still can't decide what she wants for dinner, which is fine because I'm the cook of the family, so she just gets to eat whatever I make, I guess. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Hope everybody's having a great day. I know I am. Just out here doing that yard work, getting some fresh sun during this whole COVID thing. Vitamin D, sunlight, fresh air. Get it. Need it. Have it. Gotta have it. So, let's go through the numbers real quick for the price. And I'm going to base this off of not what Mr. Rob got it for, because that'd be a damn good price. I'm going to base it off of what it would cost me if I went to the store or Cigars International and bought it. So $20 for the 6-pack. I'm going to go ahead and give that a 4. I've bought in some 6-pack, or I've bought in not 6-packs, but similar items. They've been more expensive and didn't taste as good as these. So we'll go with a 4 for the price. Construction's flawless. We'll give it a 5 on the construction. No issues, other than, me letting it go out, which isn't a big deal anyhow. Complexity and flavor. We're gonna go ahead and give that a 5. I love the flavor on these. Complexity is kinda one of those funny things, right? It's not really complex, but the flavor is excellent. So my overall experience for this is going to be a 5. We got to add that up in my fancy dancy calculator here real quick, because Big T can't do standard math very quickly in his head. All right, so total 4.75. That makes at least 3. Total ratings of 4.75 out of 5, guys. If you like Camacho, if you've never had Camacho, if you like cigars, if you've never had cigars, this would be an excellent one I would give to a beginner. Just to kind of get your feet wet. It's not overpowering. It's not super strong. It's nice and mellow. It's got some good flavor to it. So, you eating an apple? It's not the apple that was out here, was it? Did you get it from inside?
No.
No?
I'm a kid.
Okay. All right, guys. I hope everybody's having a good day. I know we are. Say cheese. Don't show them what's in your mouth. That's not polite. Golly. All right, guys. This is Big T signing off for today. Camacho Criollo. Camacho Criollo Mojitos. Check them out. They're good. You won't regret it. Trust me. I might even get some Toros if I can find them. On Cigar International, I will add this in here. On Cigar International, everything but these mojitos was back ordered. That's what tells you how good they are. Everybody wants them, and they can't get them. Go figure. So, Mr. Rob, I know you're watching. If you find more of these, let a brother know. You got to get some more. All right, guys. Take it easy. You say bye. Bye.